Vaselinetjie, die tweede handelssus van die welsyn.
Ek sien jy bly by jou ouma, Anna. Weet jy waar jou mamma is?
Jy is oomie en oupie se meisietjie. En dis dit.
Hierdie gebou het verskillende eenhede wat almal presies dieselfde lyk.
Jy sal weet hoekom praat jy so hotmot. Ek maak seker die bed is opgemaak. Skielik, my stiefpa se klere met 'n lighter aan die brand gesteek. Nou, mag ek nie na huis toe gaan nie, maar dat is ook van. Kom keer die woning. Is dit moeilik om 'n swart man te wees?
Het is moeilik om enige iemand te wees as jy nie weet wie jy is nie.
How's it? Ek Stixon.
Stukkie Vaselinetjie.
Ek wonder maar net wat Texan gaan sê as hy hoor hy het 'n bastard whitey.
Jou ma se liefde is al wat jy nodig het en jy weet is genoeg. Ons is elke dag weer so. Jy is perfek want God maak nie foute nie. Dan kom jy agter sy's dalk verkeerd. Jy is nie spesiaal nie. Sy hoort nie daar nie. Nêrens nie. Met jou het God 'n fout gemaak.
Well, Vaselinetjie is the latest movie to join the long list of flicks that have been doing extremely well on the South African Afrikaans film circuit this year. The film is an adaptation of the book of the same name, and it takes us on a turbulent journey of Helena Vaselinetjie Bosman's different life stages as she tries to make sense of her own identity of being a white girl who's raised by brown parents. Well, to shed more light on the movie, I'm joined in studio by Elani Dekker, who plays the role of Older Pizzaface in the film. I'll definitely quiz her about that Old Pizzaface name. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, for the benefit of our viewers who've never even heard of the term Vaselinetjie, quickly you take us through what the film is about.
Well, I think the description you use is quite accurate. It's about a young girl. It's a coming-of-age movie. It's about finding your identity and also about being okay with your past and not letting that define you and not being controlled by circumstances outside of your own, you know.
All right. Well, I look at you. You're extremely gorgeous. I can't understand why anyone would call you the Old Pizzaface. Tell us about that name and the role of the Old Pizzaface that you play. What was it about the role that attracted you to the story?
It's crazy. When I found out about the auditions, I read the book. And actually the first character that I loved was Pizzaface because she's completely different to me, like opposite. She's loud, she's out there, she's exciting, she's drama queen. And I actually auditioned for Vaselinetjie and then got a call back for Pizzaface. And I was like, this is just meant to be. No, it's actually a miracle because when I auditioned, the director, who's incredible, he actually told me I'm not quite what he sees as Pizzaface at all. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just here to play a while, and then it's just, I understand if it's not my role. But then it ended up being mine. So,
right.
yeah.
Amazing how
and they
life
make
just
up
works
me.
out.
I had like, I think, an hour and a half every morning that they gave me a really bad skin. And like, I had a lot of freckles all over. I look completely different in the movie.
Okay, Pizzaface. I believe you do look extremely different. Well, talk to us about the different role players that made the film what it was. Just quickly talk to us about each individual's contribution. So from the actors, you spoke about the amazing director, the amazing makeup artist as well. What are the elements that really made this movie what it is?
I think literally every single person that's part of this film was meant to be there. I think it's like this beautiful piece of magic and every single person had a very important role to play. I think the crew was just incredible. Like if you watch this movie, the standard is absolutely just mind-bogglingly beautiful. And then as well, I think the writing and the directing was done incredibly well. The director, as I said, Helena Vaselinetjie, was just amazing. Okay. Amazing. Such a privilege to work with him.
Now, with every project, with every film or book or whatever it is that is out there, there's always a message that's being, communicated to the public. What would you say is the message that Vaselinetjie is trying to send out to the greater South African public, African and global public as well?
I feel, especially in South Africa, we have the whole race thing going on. And I feel like Vaselinetjie is a really beautiful film to kind of help us all just heal in a sense, because I feel like a lot of people either not talk about it, or they just talk about it, but nothing actually changes. And I hope that this film will actually give people the inspiration to go out and have hope and really see that whoever stands in front of you is a human being, firstly, and their culture and their language and their whatever is an add-on and makes them richer, but as an essence, they're the human being that you are. Wow. And I hope that this film can help people see that and
So
brings hope to
said.
people.
So beautifully said. Oh, my word. All right, now, Afrikaans flicks have been doing extremely well. I mean, I can count about 8 flicks that are Afrikaans based that really are rich, that are so excellently done. What would you say is the cause of that? The emergence of just amazing Afrikaans films in South Africa.
I think people struggled for a long time I think the South African film industry struggled to find our own language, our own, identity. And I feel like we've experimented, and there's so many people who are taking risks and being adventurous, who are actually getting to places. And sometimes there are mistakes, but I feel like it's growing. It's a young industry that's growing. And it's just the fact that people are also supporting it. Like, I mean, there's 23,000 people who've seen Vaselinetjie already.
And it only opened last
weekend.
Yes.
It's crazy. So I think it's those people who come and support, to give us the money to be able to produce amazingly beautiful films.
And tell truly South African stories.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming through to Morning Live. Lovely chatting to the actress Elani Dekker, who's speaking to us about the role she plays in the film she features in. It's titled Vaselinetjie, and already thousands of people have been to see this movie. It's an award-winning Afrikaans film that is an adaptation of the book by the same title that takes us on a journey of a girl that tries to find her true identity.